Hi and welcome to Rounding to Significant Figures on Kirby Maths. So rounding to significant figures is slightly different from rounding to decimal places. And in a number, the first significant figure, or sig fig as we call it, first significant figure is the first non-zero digit. So the first non-zero number that a number has. The second significant figure, or second sig fig, is the next number, and that can be a 0. And the third significant figure, or third sig fig, is the one next to that. Again, it can be an integer, a whole number, or it can be a 0, and so on. Fourth significant figure, fifth significant figure. Let's have a look at what that means in practice. So if we are rounding to one significant figure, we are trying to write down one digit that isn't 0, that keeps the size of the number the same. So if I have this number, 5271, and I'm rounding it to one significant figure, I want to write down just this 5 and then fill in the rest with zeros and say that this number is, to one significant figure, 5,000. Now, before I can do that, I have to look at the number next door to the first significant figure and use my rounding rules. It's not 5 or more. So the 5 stays here, and to one significant figure, this number is 5,000. And what we're actually doing is we're saying to ourselves, if we look on a number line with 5,000 and 6,000, and in the middle you would have 5,500, 5,271 would appear somewhere here, and it's closer to 5,000 than it is to 6,000. If we think about a decimal, still to one significant figure, so this number, if we have 0.007561, remember I said that the first significant figure is the first non-zero digit, so these don't count, and it's this one, the first non-zero digit, that we're looking at. So I want to write down 0.007. I look at just the number next door to the 7, and in this case it is 5 or more, so that means I'm going to have to round the 7 up to an 8. So to one significant figure, this number is 0.008. And we don't fill in any of the numbers or even fill that in with zeros after the significant figure. Let's have a look at what happens if we're asked for two significant figures. And we will use the same numbers that we had in the previous example. So 5271. This time I want to write down the 5 and the 2 and fill the rest in with zeros. But before I can do that, I have to look at the number next to the 2, and just the number next to the 2. That is 5 or more, so that means I have to change the 2 into a 3. So to two significant figures, this is 5,300. If I look at the decimal that I had to two significant figures, so I'm starting with 0.007561. Two significant figures, nothing is significant until I get here, so this is two significant figures. I want to write down 0.0075, But before I can write that as my answer, I have to look at the number next door to the 5 in this question. The number next door is 6, so that means I need to round this 5 up to a 6. So to two significant figures, my number is 0.0076. Thanks for watching.